Bitcoin rallies past 107,000 USA dollars, but altcoins are not pumping. What's happening with altcoins, and especially what's happening with our meme coins? We want to be really paying attention to today's video because I think we're headed towards a very strong bull market. And I'm going to show you exactly why in today's video, and it's what to do about it, which is very important to make millions of dollars, obviously. So let's get into it. With no further ado, let's get into it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And now here is the thing. Here, what we got today, guys, is Bitcoin rallies past 107,000 USA dollars. Hopes grow for strategic reserve. So what this means here is we got Donald Trump illustrates that he plans to create a US Bitcoin strategic reserve similar to its strategic oil reserves. Since the discovery of oil, America has just been buying up the oil and stacking up that oil. Now they want to do the same for Bitcoin. Now we don't care, but the market does. And the market pumped. People are buying up Bitcoin. And by people, I mean not you and me. I mean the big boys, the big banks. This thing is just going up non-stop, just going up. And it just keeps going up. Now, if you seen my previous videos, basically I told you we're repeating the 4-year cycle, exactly what happened in 2021, with one key difference, very important. Bitcoin is much stronger today. So whatever marked the top in 2021 is not going to mark the top in 2024, 2025, and potentially we're going way past 2025, even till 2027, and I'm going to tell you why. And the reason is simple, because of this. If this actually happens, we're going for a long time here. Unfortunately, I want to sleep. I'm tired of these altcoins. I'm tired of the trenches. I'm tired of this. I want the bear market to have a break, but it appears we are not going to have a break. So the reason that Bitcoin is pumping nonstop and it's going to outperform 2021 is this. And basically, if these reserves happen, we are going for a long time. But what we really care about here, guys, is the key differences. And the key difference is the worst case scenario here, or the worst drop we had in 2024 was 33%. And in 2021 was 55%. Now, what stopped the bull market back here is China here banning Bitcoin mining. And here we had Mr. Elon Musk in the USA and all those suddenly discovered that Bitcoin uses too much energy and we need to ban it. And we need to use volcanoes in El Salvador instead to mine Bitcoin. Basically, stopped it. Stopped right there. Also, the Fed started fighting inflation and started hiking the rates and increasing the rates. That's what happened. That's what stopped the bull market. Bitcoin was still seen as a risk asset, was still seen very risky, and was still seen as shady, slim shady, which is not the case anymore now. And which we mean we have a Bitcoin, we have a stronger Bitcoin. And that's the reason why we kind of handled very well that Germany selling. And we only had a 33% drop this far. That's the hardest drop we had this far on this run, which means we're going to have a bigger run this cycle. And I'm seeing this, by the way, like large accounts are talking about it now. If one country implements a Bitcoin strategic reserve, you can kiss goodbye to your 4-year cycle, which basically means that now if you look at gold, which is GLD, this is the gold ETF. The first one launched in the USA when the USA decided they want to stack up gold in form of ETF. This is the chart. It had just one bear market for those looking here and wondering. It was this one, 2014. Basically, Bitcoin, everything had a bear market. But before that, this run up started in 2004, ended in 2011, which is around 7 years, right? 7 years. Gold ETFs just go up. They don't stop. They just go up until recently, until 2014. But then again, up only since 2018, basically, up only again. So we could have a scenario where Bitcoin just goes up, never stops, just keep going up, which means nothing is going to stop our favorite altcoins from pumping, which means we're going to have a stronger altcoin season, stronger than ever before, which means 2025 is going to be very bullish. And a lot of people are preparing this the wrong way. And I hope not so many people. But what people are doing now basically is they're getting bored. They're getting bored. Meme coins are not moving. They're buying this coin. They're buying that coin. They're buying this coin. They're buying that coin. They can't handle themselves. They can't stay patient. And if they keep doing that, they're not going to make it, because the train is just moving upwards, to the right and up. It's not stopping, and it's not going to stop, and it's just going to keep going up. I know it sounds crazy, all right? It sounds like, what, Bitcoin is never gonna stop. But when you're looking at this news, and when you remember that in 2021 the top basically was marked by China banning, and now we pretty much are way past that. Gary Gensler is gone. SEC has a pro Bitcoin guy chairman, and the Bitcoin, and the president of the United States of America now is gonna be a Bitcoin guy. And also we have the Fed's Jerome Powell, which actually said as well Bitcoin is digital gold. And also they're gonna start cutting on they started cutting, and they're gonna lower and get those rates to zero, and they're gonna start printing, and they're just gonna send everything to the moon, basically. So we're going to have a very, very strong, I hope I made the case, but we're going to have a very, very strong altcoin season and meme coin season. So just chill and relax and wait for it to happen. So the problem remains here is meme coins are now going to change, or meme coins are changing, let's say. Where in 2021, basically, if you did not know that, people, you heard somewhere possibly people saying that meme coins are a top signal. Well, they basically say that because in 2021 here, Shiba Inu, and we started seeing Shiba Inu, we had a major altcoin season, we were enjoying it, we were making a lot of money, we were having fun in BNB, and we were doing very good until the market crashed. And it happened right at the top here when we had a meme coin season, and everybody started calling meme coins a top signal, because that's after that we had a crash. But they forgot that actually China banned, and we had a lot of these Elon calling for energy efficiency and all that craziness happening. But since then, it's been proving wrong, since Pepe appeared in 30,000 Bitcoin, and basically we are now at 100K. So meme coins are not a top signal. But it's gonna get different now, and it's gonna get harder and harder and harder and harder to navigate the meme coins space, because in 2021 we had very few of them. We had very few of them, and every week you might just see one appear. Not every day, not 20,000 meme coin a day. It was maybe once a week you get one. So that's why it's going to be very different today, very different from 2021. But if we catch the right ones, if you missed the top meme coins like Pepe, BONK, Doggyfed, Floki, if you missed those, then you got the other ones. And also I'm still here, I'm still buying the other ones. I don't care. As long as the prices keep going up, we are here. So back in the days, we started selling JPEGs to people for millions of dollars, and the only thing that stopped us is Bitcoin dropping. If Bitcoin doesn't drop now, what kind of risk are people willing to take? What kind of craziness are we gonna see in this market? We're gonna see some crazy shit happening, because it looks like Bitcoin is not gonna drop. And if Bitcoin is not gonna drop, people are gonna start to take more and more risk, and feel comfortable and love this cycle, and just keep buying up everything. And once they're done with everything, they're gonna look for more and more risk. And we're seeing some sort of that playing out today. Now, every week you come out here, you see a new meme coin at the top meme coins. It's very confusing, right? So Pepe is like topped last month. People searching for more Pepe coin related videos because they bought the top around $11 billion market cap. And since then, Pepe is now still below $10 billion with a B. BONK is kind of barely moving, Doggyfed barely moving, Floki barely moving. But now today you come up and you see these pudgy penguins at $2 billion market cap. What happened here? Right, some big boys decided, you know what, we're gonna cabal our way up and get a coin to $2 billion and get everybody to buy the top on it, so we can, and forget about it, and then launch the other one, 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 which makes it very hard, because every week we have a new strong narrative. You remember the AI meme coins? You remember this goat? What happened to it now at $600 million in its market cap? Even I remember back in the days, this cat and dogs world was what pudgy penguins is now. And I remember I said, this is not a good coin, and it's still not. And Peanut recently as well, straight out of the blue, got listed on Binance. And we got Book of Me back in the days. We recently seen this AI Act and all that. Every week, and Dog go to the moon. Now it's just called Dog, which is a Bitcoin meme coin. Now making a comeback. It went to shit at some point, and it was the shit at some point. It is very hard to pick those coins because every week there is a new one that goes to 2 billion. Every week there is a new one. So regardless if we're gonna have a very good meme coin season and a very strong bull cycle, people are not gonna make it. And it comes down to people don't understand how this works. You cannot predict the next pudgy penguin. You cannot predict the next dog go to the moon. You cannot predict the next peanut. But what you can predict is the strong narratives. That's what you can. It is very simple and it is understandable, and it is the one that makes most sense to everyone. To understand, and is the easiest way to make money with these meme coins is to guess the right narrative. And Pepe verse narrative is the strongest one because at some point, Pudgy Penguin is gonna go to zero, Peanut is not gonna exist anymore, and other new like Goat is gonna go to zero. All these, by zero I mean they're not gonna survive, they're not gonna come back up. Like Book of Me, let's say Book of Me got listed on Binance, and since then it's at 500. Maybe it's gonna go back to 1 billion and then down again. But basically the hype dies off because they come up very quickly to the top, and then they go back down very quickly. You want to look for the slow cooks, as we say, the ones that over time make it. Like recently we've seen Popcat, Mockcoin. These guys, you cannot hate them because they've been building for a long time till they made it to the top. They did not make it overnight. And if they did not make it overnight, this means they are gonna stick around and they're gonna stay around. And this is what type of meme coins we are looking for, basically. The ones that are gonna stick around and stay around the whole way up when Bitcoin is just going up. This is what we really want to be looking at. To not miss out on the next Pepe, and to miss out on the next BONK, because these now are top meme coins and they are not gonna do very well, and you see it for yourselves. If this Pudgy Penguin market cap now 2 billion got added to Pepe, Pepe would be up a lot today. But instead people bought, or a Cabal coin launched to get more liquidity from the top meme coins. The top meme coins are gonna do at best a 2x. The coins that are gonna do the best are the low caps and the mid caps that are related to the top coin narratives, or some separate narratives. That's basically how I'm preparing for it. I'm gonna make a video when I'm gonna go in details into this. But basically, what you really want to avoid doing today is top meme coins. If you're not already in, it is pretty much you're not gonna benefit from the astronomical upside that meme coins can provide. You're gonna participate, but you're not gonna participate a lot because they are already high, and because they suffer from dilution. Like we've seen recently, these Pudgy Penguins just launched $2 billion. If they did not launch, and people instead, because it's on Solana, if people instead decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy BONK because it's on Coinbase and it's a Solana meme coin, we're gonna buy BONK. BONK would be up 2x, but they did not do that. They launched another coin. So because of this, it's going to be very tricky to navigate these meme coins, and especially the top ones, because the top ones will constantly have to compete with other coins that are trying to take them out. So we need to look for the ones that are very hard to take out, like Pepe. Very hard to take out Pepe. Since it's very hard to take out Pepe, we're looking at the coins that are in the top that are related to it. And coins that are related to it, like Breton 8 that I shared with you recently. So basically, when we go to our favorite meme coins, there is nothing to worry about. They're all gonna pump at some point as soon as people start to take more risk, because now people are looking at Bitcoin and they're still not taking a lot of risk, especially if we look at that Bitcoin dominance, which is what we really want to be looking at. Bitcoin dominance now is still moving up. It's still on this uptrend. We are not yet in an altcoin favorable condition market. We're not yet there. So as long as Bitcoin dominance is this high, dips are opportunities, and it means the altcoin season hasn't happened yet. We want to take advantage of dips. Is it that simple? When it comes to meme coins, it's very simple as well. Top meme coins are the ones where you see your risk to reward is different, right? You're not gonna have your big gains, but you're still gonna participate, maybe a 2x, maybe a 3x. Just don't jump on these fresh law like Pudgy Penguin shit like that. We want strong narratives, but the point is, at some point it won't matter, everything will pump. And the reason is because we are headed towards this massive Bitcoin-led charge with Bitcoin never-ending pump. And it is very likely a scenario to prepare for, which means we can already start taking more risk than the majority of people. And the second thing we have is ETH. ETH is important to look at. ETH is still below its all-time high, and historically you have this circle here I have from the previous video. When it breaks above its all-time high, this is when we have the altcoin season. Now the thing we want to look at with meme coin season as well is this. I made this indicator with Doge, Sheep, Pepe with BONK Floki against Bitcoin. These are the monthly candles. Let's look at it on the weekly. So if we look at it on the weekly, you can say that we are in a range, some sort of a range. So this is our meme coin index. We can put it even on the daily for a clearer vision, right? So this is the daily chart of the, let's say, the meme coin index. You see this top here, this was March, where everything topped. March, everything topped, right? Like the altcoins and everything topped. Also the meme coins. Now again in May we had an altcoin season, but around this time here we had a what you call mid cap to low cap season. We also had a mid cap to low cap season right around here. This is when Breton 8 started pumping and going to $40 million in its market cap. Now recently we've seen a charge led by the top meme coins. They made a run and they all topped collectively against Bitcoin, and now they are down, consolidating around this range. So we haven't started the meme coin season yet. Dips are opportunities, and we're most likely at the dip now. And that's about it here, guys. Meme coins and altcoins are not pumping because nobody's buying them, or because the market is still not yet into the risk part of it. We haven't reached that part where we have people taking risk into meme coins or altcoins for that matter. Now the news moves Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of doing its thing now, and we want to wait for it. As soon as Bitcoin is going to start ranging at some point, this is when we're going to start to see our meme coin season. And if you remember what happened here, guys, when this meme coin season started, things started to go crazy. Like we've seen literally Pepe going from a $500 million to $7 billion. BONK, Dog with Hat, Floki, everything started pumping, and they made crazy gains. This was around here. Now today, I do think we need to take out this previous high here, and then we start moving up higher, and that's when we're gonna have the real major meme coin season. Anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching today's video till here, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.